Hi, my name is Rylee Boone, and for my project, my article was How Cities Should Prepare for Artificial Intelligence. So, in the following slideshow, I will discuss what I learned and address the following criteria. The first question was, what are the critical issues discussed in the article? Overall, there was a lot of important information in this article. I just listed the three that I found most important. So first is job disruption and workforce displacement. As stated in the article, it says 70% and plus of current city jobs have high probability of being automated. So overall, this just means a lot of people could lose their jobs in the city. One example I have seen myself that I had put in here was cashiers replaced by self-checkout systems. I've been in and out of grocery stores lately, and I haven't really seen any cashiers, so I can see where this is very true. It's all self-checkout because there's no need to pay extra people because they have machines that can do it for them, and it saves money and time. Next is skills gap and insufficient readiness of workforce and education system. So if a city is transitioning to an AI city or a smart city is what they would call it, many people just don't have the jobs for future AI related jobs. Especially our older generation, they're not as tech savvy. They're used to like the old school ways. So if their city were to transform into that, there's a big potential of them losing their jobs. We kind of have a advantage as a younger generation because we kind of can keep up with the times and keep up with the technology because we're currently using it in some of the stuff that we do today. Um, Cities can prepare for this by, the community colleges could offer reskilling programs for people that are needed to be up their skills, or the cities can provide them. So the next point was need for coordination between city administrations, employers, and educational systems. Um, so AI is not just a technological choice that we're going to go to, it's a social and economic transformation. And we are seeing that today. A lot of stuff is AI. For example, when you call customer service, a lot of times you're not getting an actual person, you're just getting an automated voice message. So it's a whole transformation as like a whole, and the coordination between everyone in a city, it would be very important for it to run well if it were to take over a city. Next is what can we learn from this article? So I picked the two most important things that I thought I learned and what everyone else could learn from the article. So the first is adopting AI isn't enough. We can't just adopt it, we have to prepare for it. If we don't plan, it's going to have a big impact on our workforce. There's gonna be skills gaps in between people. Um, you're going to have disruption with social transitions. So this is just an overall point. You have to prepare it. You can't just adopt it and expect it to work out in a city. Um, Cities also need to know that reskilling and lifelong learning are critical, given that some of the jobs are going to disappear, but some of them might just transform, and then you might still be in that role, but it might be AI related. So there has to be continuous planning and education for those who need to be reskilled. It says, what concepts from the textbooks are related to the article in what way? So I found two quotes that I really liked from the book that related back to my article. So in chapter 1, it states cities use information systems for adaptive traffic control systems or variable speed limits. So in the article, it addresses smart cities. So this is the cities that are transforming into AI. And so one of the ways that um, information systems and AI is used in cities is they have traffic control systems, or it says variable speed limits. Next is chapter 2. I really like this one too. It says the skills you need will be different from those of traditional employees. So if cities are going to adapt and go to AI, the skills you're going to need are not going to be the skills that most employers have today, because the jobs are going to transform so much and they're going to need new skills. So I thought these were two really good quotes that related back to my article. Next, it says, how has the organization benefited by using information systems? There's a lot of ways that cities can benefit by using information systems, and I listed two here. Economic modernization and growth. So we're going to transform from a manufacturing-based economic to knowledge and AI-driven economics. So this has a big benefit overall for organizations. They're going to attract new employers. They're going to have higher valued jobs, and they're going to foster economic competitiveness because they're going to be so up to speed here. So um, an example here would be cities that use advanced information systems to attract tech companies start startups and skilled workers. So the companies that are adopting the AI and um, increasing their economic growth here, they really have a good benefit. Next is better long-term resilience and future readiness. So for cities can position themselves to adapt to future changes. An example here could be cities use information systems to monitor trends in technology, employment, and population shifts. So by um, the use of information systems, um, you can keep up with your competitors. You know the changes. You can adapt quickly. You're not wasting time or money trying to keep up with them because you're already ready here. So those are some of the ways that organizations can benefit by using these information systems. Next, what technologies get used? So for cities transferring to artificial intelligence, there are so many technologies that can be used, but I just listed a couple that were mentioned in the article, and I kind of found some in the book here. So first is smart city infrastructure and platforms. Like I said before, with the traffic control systems, there's also data collection from sensors. So if we have sensors around the city, we could track the traffic, the speed limits, what people are going in and out of what stores. And there's also city data systems that can be used so you can keep up with, you know, your population, stuff that's happening around the city. And you're not having to go out and track that. You can just have sensors already in place that track it for you, and then you can just be up to speed with it. And so the last one that I put here was reskilling and educational technologies. Those are going to be really big when we're transforming into AI. So, um, some examples would be online learning or adult educational systems. If, say, our jobs are being transformed to AI and we need to learn more about it or we need to be up to date on it, um, cities can use these technologies to be able to provide that to their community and make sure everyone's up to date and make sure that the residents are um, prepared for their future jobs in AI. So overall, that's what I learned from the article. I really enjoyed this article, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me, and my email's right there. Thank you.